morning, everybody. My name is Patience and welcome to Mom Cut Ranch and Homestead. I'm super happy to have you here this morning. Today we are actually going to be doing a very simple, easy jelly. And it only has 3 ingredients that you need. We are going to be doing a grape jelly today, so I do have a 100% grape juice. I have 1 box of powdered pectin, and then we are also going to need sugar as well. And the recipe that I am following is the complete book of home preserving. If you have this book and you're curious, the page that I'm getting it out of, the instructions are on page 108, but the grape recipe of what ingredients you need is on 110. So this is what we are going to be using today and referencing. I already have my jelly jars in the canner getting warmed up there. So let's go ahead and get started. So as far as the instructions, the first thing that it says is that we need 5 cups of this juice. And this is juice that you can use, I got it from the Dollar General. You can get it from, pretty much anywhere. I've also done apple juice as well. You can do cranberry, whatever you think is going to be good when changing it into jelly. So 5 cups of juice and then 1 whole box of the pectin. We are going to be putting this on high heat. I do have a very tall pot back here, and that's important because you're going to see once we get the sugar added into everything that it's going to start boiling and raising up. So it is important to have a pretty tall pot. So first things first, like I mentioned, 5 cups of juice, 1 package of pectin. We're going to put this on high heat and bring it to a boil, and then we will go ahead and add our sugar when that time comes. So let's go over here to the pot. Okay, first things first, let's measure out the juice. This is a 4-cup thing that I have, so I'll do 4 and then 1 more after. All right, so there's 4. And 5. I'll set with the juice and then the pectin. I'm going to use my wooden spoon to kind of mix it in. And we're going to go ahead and turn the heat on to get this boiling and that pectin dissolved into the juice. Okay, so it says, whisk in the pectin until dissolved. Bring to a boil over high heat, stirring frequently. And then it also says once that has started to boil, we're going to be adding in the sugar. So while we are waiting for this to get up to temperature and to boil, we will also get the sugar ready as well. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is starting to boil. So this is where it's going to get pretty quick. We need to add in our 6 cups of sugar. And once we add the 6 cups of sugar, we have to bring this again up to a boil. So that was 2 cups because I had to break them in half. There's 2. And this will kind of break down that initial boil, and then we have to bring everything once again back up to a boil. Sugar. It's a lot of sugar to use, but it's definitely good. All right, so we are going to mix in that sugar. And the instructions in the book state, let me go back my page. All right, so once we add the sugar all at once, we're going to return this to a full royal boil. What a royal, I can't even say it. A rolling boil means that as you're stirring, the bubbles, the boil, doesn't stop. You know how sometimes when you boil something and you start stirring it, the bubbles kind of stop? This will not be the case. You will have to keep, you know, you'll be stirring it and it'll just continue to bubble and bubble. So that is what a rolling boil is. So we are going to bring it back to a rolling boil, stirring it consistently. Like we cannot stop because the sugar will burn to the bottom, and that is what we do not want. It's very hard to clean up. Ask me how I know. All right, and then we're gonna do that for 1 minute. Once it gets to a rolling boil, you're going to continue to stir. Okay guys, so as you can see, it is starting to boil. I am putting my spoon through this, and as you can see, it's still continuing to boil. So this is where we're going to put in our 1 minute. And this gets extremely hot. So if you do have something that is tall enough, as far as a spoon wise, definitely use it. And as you can see, it's starting to move up. Continuing to stir so it does not stick to the ground or the bottom of the pot. Oh, this does get super, super hot. Whew. 27 more seconds to go. You can see how much difference it is from before, how much it has moved up with this boil. That's why it's important to have a tall pot. 5 seconds left. All right, this is done. And we are going to turn off the heat. Turn it off. Okay, and then we are going to remove from the heat. So I'm going to bring you guys around here. And as you guys can see, there is a layer of foam on the top. What we are going to do is we're going to take a spoon and we're going to kind of take off that skim foam there. Some people leave it on there. They do say it is a preference, but it's completely up to you. It's kind of, you know, if you don't skim it off, it'll just be at the top of your jar. So if you're doing this for, say, a nice Christmas basket for somebody, see some of that foam's coming off. A Christmas basket for somebody, you do want to kind of have the jars as nice as you can. All right, so I am taking the skim off, and we do want to kind of work a little fast because this is very sticky and it'll cool quick. It's not perfect by any means, but it's a lot better than it was. All right. I'm going to take out a jar. This says that we also need 1/4, right here, 1/4 headspace. I also like to use something like this to kind of put in there. It's a little easier. This is very messy and very sticky job, but it is worth it. A tad bit more. And you also want to get your little Paper towel with some vinegar to wipe off the edges as well, because that's important, because this is very sticky and you do not want to waste all this time, your time, energy, product for it to not seal. All right. Finger tight. Oh, can you see? Going in. Back in the canner. We also do have about an inch is what we will need as far as water above the jars. So we are going to go ahead and start this back up. And our handy dandy book says, place the jars in the canner, ensure that they are completely covered with water. Bring to a boil and process for 10 minutes. Remove the lid, wait 5 minutes, and then remove the jars. So we are going to go ahead, wait till this comes up to a boil, and then start the timer for 10 minutes. There we have it. The recipe did say that it would make 5 jelly jars, but we ended up getting 7, plus I had about this much left over, so I just put it in a jar. We stuck it in the refrigerator, and we'll go ahead and use that first. But you guys, this is a really nice idea to do, like if you want to do like a nice little gift basket for somebody, or especially around the holidays, if you wanted to do like a jelly and crackers, or even doing a homemade bread or something, a little basket for somebody. These are nice because you can find like little stickers that you can put either on the top or on the front stating what they are. I've also seen where people take the lid off and you can get like fabric to put on there on the top to make it look nice as well. The ideas and options are endless, and it's a nice little gift and really inexpensive as well, quick to do. And a nice variety. Like I said, you can do grape, you can do apple, you can pretty much do any juice that you think would taste good as a jelly. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while we go ahead and get a little bit something done today. And I hope you guys have a great day. Please think about subscribing and liking the video. We'd really appreciate it. Bye guys.